Hey guys, I forgot I hit the live button. I'm sitting here doing stuff completely in my own little world. It's okay. Welcome. Welcome to my own little world. Join me, guys. It's comfortable here. I mentioned before, I especially this time, because Mocha is she's taking classes. Six finished off her degree, six classes a semester. So I actually haven't seen her in man, I think it's going on 3 weeks. It's a long time. I'm largely isolated, reclusive, weirdly so. Hey, Austin, got some Yogi. I know you miss her. Yeah, I do. Hey, Amanda. Amanda says she's ready. um, and normally I don't. I don't know. I've mentioned before that I had considered monastery life from time to time, and I generally don't mind the solitary thing, but for some reason, uh, it's hit me a little harder right now. Maybe it's the absence of a dog. That will do it to you. That my last dog passed away in 2019. So Mocha's dog, also my dog, but I haven't seen her for 2 weeks either. Hey, Foxy, it's 1 a.m. Well, yeah, Cat says dogs help. Dogs help everything, don't they? The cats do their best. My cats are pretty awesome, actually. Um, one gives me company upstairs when I meditate. The other gives me company downstairs when I do my yoga asanas. Hey, Food Seasons, how are you, my friend? The Freshman's Lodge here, stewardess here says hi. Hey, I appreciate that. Food Season is watching an ad. Much appreciated, especially as dare I say this without getting myself in trouble. I'm about to place an order for some bananas. I may be opening up a whole can of worms with that conversation. Speaking of cats, my cat's right here. It says, "So you were talking about me." um, there's a lot to be said for a contemplative life. Sort of says, "They've always my brother." Jason, hey, Jason. Jesus says, "Hope everyone's having a good time." Angry Face is here, and he is angry as ever. However, beneath that angry facade is a heart of gold. Honestly, my cat is certainly demanding attention. All right, so let me wrap up this order real quick, guys. And then I'm going to be fully focused. I promise. What do you guys want to talk about tonight? Let me know. Let's start off with Sort says, "I'd be angry, show love and peace." Absolutely. Let's start off with our friend Jason Phelps. Guys, we're on a mission. We want to get Jason to 50 subs. Shouldn't be hard, right? Only needs 8 more to go. Hey, so Jason, have you given any more thoughts to doing the hashtags and putting in a title? I don't think you need to put in. I don't know if you even can use descriptions on shorts. I never do for shorts. Jason says, "Hey, why so angry?" Well, because he's angry face. Yolo says, "Watching from jail." That's quite a bit of freedom. You get to watch me from jail. Hey, wait a minute. Am I part of someone's punishment? Am I part of someone's rehabilitation program? We will we will take away the privileges of watching Yogi, or we will make you watch Yogi. Which one is it? Am I punishment or rehabilitation? I don't know. Runner Boy says some people say bananas fill a hole deep down in the heart and get your mind out of the gutters. I saw what you were doing. Hey, relaxing, my friend. How are you? Jason says, almost there, friends. You are. Jason says, I don't know how to do that yet. Well, when you're, it's a good question. Hey, Kat, I might, I might defer to your um, YouTube short expertise. How to explain putting in a doing the title and the hashtags. Free YOLO. Well, I guess it depends on what you did. Austin says, small face, are you here? Now, what should let you do it? You should be able to put in a title and the hashtags. If you can make a short, you can put in a title. It should be like right there. It should say, um, title, and then hashtag. Just hit the little hashtag thing, and think of what you want your channel, what you want this um, short to convey. Hey, Sniper. Cat says, huh? I guess I made no sense. Um, we were talking about for Jason using a title and hashtag on making shorts, and he says he doesn't yet know how to put in a title or to put in hashtags. Awesome, Austin. Austin drops his link. Hey, Austin, are you subscribed to Jason? There you go. Stuart is getting it. Jason, when you start a live stream in the title, take off the part of the writing, then hashtag whatever you want. Zephyr says, pony suit. I'm not even going to bother because I'm just going to mangle it. But I can't say it in English, I think. Shame on him. He thinks evil of it. Where is that from, Sniper? Jason says, okay, I will try learning. I think you're going to be happily surprised. I'm not good at electronics either. So, and I'm really bad at electronics. If I can do it, I promise you that you can do it. Stuart says, Jason, let me show you. Sniper says, 8 more subs, Jason. Stuart says, be right back. Jason's going to try. Song of Hand says, Yogi, I watched The Big Lebowski for the first time, and what do you think? Can't wait to hear. Let's see. Village Food says, full time catfishing, trying to cast and land a fish all at once. Video done. Making sure I didn't miss anyone. Jason says, thank you, everyone. I will do that. Wasn't sure how. And Kat says, baby deer running past me. Hashtag shorts, hashtag deer, hashtag nature. And it seemed everyone agreed that less is more with hashtags. Um, I think maybe I was doing too many. So I says, thanks again for this morning's breathing anxiety bailout, Yogi. Anytime, anytime. And if I'm awake, then I honestly mean anytime. Everyone's always free to reach me on Facebook Messenger. Songahan says, good movie. Yeah, my all-time favorite, I think. Let's see. Village Food says, Jason Phelps, video done. Nice. Thank you. Sniper says, the motto of the Order of the Garter, prestigious British knighthood, essentially meaning that anyone who interrupts something negatively is to be shamed for their negative thoughts. Wow. But doesn't that just create more shame? More negativity? You shame someone. I mean, isn't causing shame for whatever reason adding shame into the negativity? Out there, Roman says, I'm at 355 subs. Congratulations. My friend, I know I just saw you over at Justin's. I haven't had a chance to subscribe to you as well, but I just did now. So you are at 356 in the process of becoming 357. If you give me 1 second, the chat bears with me. There we go. 357, my friend. Out there, Roman. We just met, my friend. But I like your description. Right to the point. Hey guys, I'm a content creator that enjoys being outdoors. So there you go. Putting you in blue. Reach out, make some friends, make some connections, guys. So I said top film. Yeah, I think so. Jason says thanks for the season. Let's see. Kat says always use shorts as your first hashtag. At least that's what I learned from several how-to videos. Okay, I'm gonna see if that makes a difference. I'm gonna put up my last short for the day after the live stream. Gonna give it away a little bit. Yesterday I filmed a squirrel climbing a tree with a plastic cup in his mouth. Was there a party at the top of the tree? Is it a bring your own cup party? Was it a keg party? I don't know. A squirrel get together? I have no answers. All I have is a video of a squirrel climbing a tree with a plastic cup. I love filming squirrels. You never know what a squirrel's going to be doing. I was actually talking to a mutual friend of all of ours on the phone. This was way back in October. And I looked out onto my deck and I told her, you got to wait 1 second. I got to make a short. And there was a squirrel eating a drumstick, chicken drumstick. I'm a vegan. I don't have drumsticks in my house. I don't know where this squirrel got it. I don't know why he decided to eat it on my deck. But he was there with a drumstick, just eating away. You never know what a squirrel's gonna. You never know what nature's gonna do. If you think something's boring, um, just keep filming, keep watching, see what's gonna happen. A squirrel's gonna do something amazing. I guarantee you. Speaking of amazing, amazing man, it's sexy, sexy, sexy. Yogi, moo moo. I think we've added some lyrics onto that. Man, it says, "Love you all. We love you too." Always use shorts. I should write that down. Let's see. Jason says, "My level of autism keeps me from doing certain things, but I try my hardest, friends. I'm glad I got you, friends." Hey, at the risk of sounding like I'm bragging, you found the right community, uh, Jason. I guarantee you, every single person in this chat will do everything they can to help you. I mentioned before, no idea how I got so lucky. Bullet says, "Amazing Amanda, hi." Austin just subscribed. Nice. Thank you, Austin. Austin's an awesome person with an awesome channel. 6 to go, Jason. So I sense the love to Jason. And here he is, guys. The amazing. This is the amazing energetic Joshua. Hello, everyone here. Separate says squirrels are as bold as brass. Yeah, they are. And it's just so much fun to watch. And deer are amazing to watch too, but they have that sort of, at least here, because no one hunts them here. They just have that like, what's up type of look. You know what I mean? They look at me and like, yeah, I see you watching me. I'm a deer. I'm used to it. By the way, that was my deer impersonation. Did you guys like it? I could, if you want, I'll show it to you one more time. Let me know. Jason says, "Cool. I used to have a pet squirrel, Yogi, for 8 years. Wow, nice. That's a nice long time to have a squirrel friend." Cypher says, "Maybe two negatives can make a positive in this reality, in a sense, Eric." Interesting, Cypher. Hey, Praveen. Praveen, how are you, my friend? Praveen says, "Yogi, sir. It's nice to see you." Rosie says, "Rosie's here. Hey, Yogi, how are you?" I'm good, Rosie. How are you? Are you feeling good this evening? So I spent the day vaping and avoiding beer. Hey, Jamie. Sorry I didn't see you when you came in, Jamie. I apologize. Hope all is well with you, my friend. Vaping and avoiding beer. Joshua, how are you? Joshua, did I miss your live streaming this morning? I didn't even get a notification for it. This was a Thursday giveaway. Did someone say amazing? No. Need to fear the amazing. No need to fear. The amazing energetic Joshua is here. And that always raises the energy. Stuart says, "Hey, Simon, my dearest brother. Jacob's here. We get some Jacob Love. Thank you so much." Hey, Maddie. Maddie says, "Mr. Yogi, sir." Maddie, how are you? Stuart just posted a short on how to do a hashtag and live title. Nice. Let's see. Shahi Kitchen Blog says, this is Joshua Energetic Joshua. Give me a second, guys. Shahi. I apologize for getting it wrong. Hi, amazing energetic Joshua. Apologize if I missed anything. Let's see. Shahai says, Eric, hello, how are you? I am good, my friend. How are you? So, for those who don't know, Shahai Kitchen Vlogs, her name is Shahi Kamel, cooking recipe and vlogs. the best recipes in the world. I have no doubt that that is true. Please subscribe to the channel. Hope you guys can head over. And wow, 6K. Well done, my friend. I have spent some time looking at some of her food shorts. Amazing. Just amazing stuff. So a good opportunity. Everyone can reach out. Everyone's saying hi. Jason says, I'll be back, Yogi and friends. I got to make supper for my two sons. Then I'll be back later. Hope everyone stays safe out there. You got it, Jason. Let me refresh his channel real quick. See if we've gotten up from 44. Nope, still at 44. 6 more to go, guys, for Jason. We got some more Jacob love. Maddie says, say hi, mate. Maddie, how are your watch hours doing? Brizzy says hi, no mercy. Who also says hi to Cat and Jack. And Praveen says, my fine sir, since 2 days is very hectic schedule, full of action. We cleared most of the dust on our motherland in our area. Thanks to Jesus, all safe and good tasks successfully completed. I'm glad to hear that, my friend. I'm glad that you and your companions are safe, protected. Joshua says, Cat and Jack, I work extra hard because we're moving to the Philippines one day and I need to save money. I didn't know that. The episode of my brother loves Rick and Morty with the hat that translates nature and he otherwise wears squirrels plotting a human takeover. Hilarious. My brother keeps recommending that and I've yet to watch it. Joshua says, posted in his community. "14 likes. Thank you." Let's see. Maddie says, I'm good, Miss Yogi. How are you, sir? I'm doing good. I'm doing pretty good. You know, some issues, but we all got them. We all have them. You just work through it, navigate through it. Kat says, I saw it, Joshua. You're working hard for the man. We got some love from Shahi. Is it Shahi? Shahai. Maddie says, had a squirrel. Jamie says, had a squirrel sniper. Shahai says, I think it's Shahai. Amazing energetic Joshua, real hero. He is. He's a great guy. Praveen says, I'm fine, sir. Oops, I read that. Sometimes my chat jumps up and down. Hey, Kai. Kai is here. Says, hi, Cardi. Kai, how are you? So I says, oatmeal toppings. All right, my oatmeal. You got to put in a little bit of flaxseed. Flaxseed's so good for you. Here, it's good for the hair. I wouldn't know personally. So a little bit of flax, well, about a tablespoon of flaxseed, and then some walnuts, and then again, this is going to get me in trouble. Bananas, and then we have dates. 2 dates, chopped up. Dates are very good for you. And then on top of the bananas, we put blueberries. Good to go. Sprinkle a little bit of cinnamon on top. If I inadvertently overcook the oatmeal, it happens. I'll put in a little bit of preserves, which also add a little bit of antioxidants to it as well. And it's a pretty big bowl of oatmeal. Rosie says, love you, Yogi. Much love, everyone. I'm going to go rest a little. Thank you, Rosie. Rest well. Hey, Chris. Mama Chris is here in Nature's Dog Realm and says hi to everyone. Chris, how are you? Semper says, Fat Praveen, I saw a video today of the head of the police with a unit going around puncturing all motorbike and car tires that were parked illegal. Hundreds of them. Wow. That doesn't seem logical. So how are they going to move their cars? Thank you so much, Maddie. Some love for a well-respected gentleman. Thank you. I don't know if well-respected and gentleman has ever been directed in my direction before. Rebecca says, I liked 100%. Thank you, Rebecca. Rebecca says, hi, Yogi. Yeah, mule in a bowl. Exactly. 100%. Songahan says, I love dates. Me too. I actually ran 50 Ks and 50 miles eating nothing but dates. I have a friend who ran 100 miles on nothing but dates. But he was a fruitarian, 100%. When I became a vegan, because I wasn't sure exactly the best way for me to do it at the time, I was almost 100% fruitarian. And then I slowly just became a whole food, plant-based vegan. Kat says, you have arrived at respected gentleman. It's the beard, right? Whenever you have a beard, it gives you that, respected gentleman-like type quality. If I were to shave, people would be like, oh, it's just him. It's just Yogi. But, especially the beard, when you get to that point where you can sort of tug it, people think, wow, he knows something. He knows something pretty deep. When in fact, it's just that my chin just itches. Praveen says, hello, Rebecca, ma'am. Chris says, good, and you, Yogi? Chris, I'm doing pretty good. Chris, I don't know if you saw, I posted a little Bob Ross quote. Because we were talking about him. I posted it on the live stream. One of his quotes. This is a quote that I posted. Bob Ross, he would make a mistake, and then he would fix it. He would turn it into a tree. Anything we don't like, we'll turn it into a happy little tree or something. We don't make mistakes. We just have happy accidents. Can you imagine if we went through life with that attitude? We don't make mistakes. We just have happy accidents. I'm not at this point in my life, I'm not a big self-help reader. Books. They have some value, and I've gotten some value in the past. I'm not a huge Anthony Robbins fan, but he said something that has always stuck with me, that two things actually, and I'll give them both, that we never fail to get a result. It's what we do with the results that makes a difference. So there's no accidents, there's no mistakes. We just have a result. What do you do with the result? It's only a mistake when we want this specific outcome and we don't get it and we say, now I have a mistake. However, if we take that, doesn't mean we have to give up on the specific outcome. It just means that now we pivot. We take what we've been given and we use it, all of it. The other, nature, Chris says, I like that, happy accidents. Manny says, bedtime here, Mr. Yogi, 11 p.m. Take care to all, from Chloe and Maddie. Thank you so much, Maddie, and good night to Chloe. I hope you guys have a good night's sleep. And thank you again. Cat says you could braid it and put beads in it. Like, do you guys remember Captain Lou Albano from the WWI back when it was WWF? The other thing, let's see. Simon says, bet Yogi makes bangin' veg soup. It's been a while. I think I mentioned before, I literally eat the same thing every single day, every meal, every day. And it's not because I'm like super strict or anything. I don't know how I fell into it, but well, I sort of know. I had some few years back when I was um, suffering the anxiety and the panic attacks as well. Because of that, I developed some digestive issues that was doubling down on the anxiety and panic attacks because it was affecting my breathing, and I was misdiagnosed as having a progressive lung disorder. All this hit me like out of the blue. So I eliminated so much out of my diet, and then I just slowly added stuff in that I knew I could tolerate. And then I never bothered adding a whole bunch of other stuff back in. I just, when I felt good, I stopped. Um, and yeah, I could do other stuff now. But I mentioned before that sort of monk-like existence. Um, it might be maybe it's a self-perpetuating um, reality. Maybe I'm Sething. That I've given myself this monastic lifestyle, but none of it feels dry. Because I'm always asked that. You don't get tired of doing the same thing every day in the same order. You don't get tired of eating the same thing every day. But none of it feels that way for me. Honestly, everything feels like oatmeal again. Wow. Um, you know, Everything feels spontaneous, and it's just, to paraphrase Bob Ross, just a happy little moment. My life is joyously spread out of happy little moments that I enjoy immensely. It's not perfect. I mentioned that I really do miss someone in my life right now. Two someone's. Dogs are someone's too. Um, but my life is still, even in the simplicity of it, is extremely full. I feel like maybe just a little bit that I might make a difference with some people here in the community. How awesome is that to feel like maybe, yeah, you've eased someone's worry a bit, that maybe you've, I don't know, put a smile on someone's face. Shahai says, Eric, how are you? Shahai, I'm doing pretty good, my friend. Those misdiagnoses are a bummer in life, such a waste of energy. Yeah, yep, it was. Especially considering progressive lung disorder to an endurance athlete. So I think, well, and I couldn't get out and race because races were shut down due to COVID. So I'm thinking, how much time do I have to do the stuff that I love before I can't do it any longer? But hey, here's another thing Anthony Robbins said. And again, I'm not saying I'm a huge fan. Um, the quality of your life is based upon the quality of your questions. We really should have quality questions in our life. 4. I talked about this with Toy Pups the other day. We got some thumbs up from Praveen. Food Season says, Shahi Kitchen Vlogs is my co-host, Yogi Bro. Yes, she is. And she deserves, I meant to do this when she came in and I forgot. Thank you for bringing it up. We got some more Jacob love. I meant to give her the wrench. Taken care of. Are you guys familiar with Katie Bryan? Sai says, turn adversity into opportunity. Yeah, and if we took it from a purely Taoist position, from the Tao Te Ching, we wouldn't even see adversity. Everything's opportunity. We just need to redefine what the opportunity is for. There we go with the quality of questions again. The quality of his life is based upon Village Baha'i. I enjoy your live stream, guys. Village Food and Shahai. So the quality of your life is based upon the quality of your questions. Most of us go through life without asking any questions, let alone quality questions. But here's Katie Bryan. She's considered a modern day Buddha, meaning she didn't she didn't really study Buddhism. She came to her Buddhahood through the path of addiction, which is an awakening. Um, I know someone. It's actually a non-duality teacher. Uh, Became completely sober through his addiction. He was such a mess, and one night he binged so much that he found himself completely sober, which he couldn't believe. So he doubled down, and he realized something strange was happening to him. No matter the amount of drugs and alcohol that he ingested, he could not get drunk. He could not get high. So he figured, well, something's going on. I may as well use everything I got in the house, get rid of it, which he did, but he never ever changed, completely sober. The next day, he figured it was some sort of epiphany. He went to the bookstore. Oddly enough, he bought the Tao Te Ching and a couple other books. He started studying yoga and meditation. Stumbled across his teacher, Ramesh Bahasa. I'm mispronouncing his last name. You shouldn't be surprised. Um, Balaskar, Ramesh Balaskar, who was also the last teacher of Leonard Cohen, the great Canadian songwriter, who I quote quite often. Um, Leonard Cohen spent 25 years studying Zen, lived in a monastery, thought about becoming a monk as well. He didn't quite, although he had some profound effects in Zen, he didn't quite get what he wanted, but he found it in the non dual tradition of um, Advidya, which literally means not two. Doesn't even say one, it says not two, the impossibility. When there's one, you can't describe it because there's no description of it. All you can do is base it in the negatives, not two. Um, so he stumbled across. Let me backtrack. Let's go back to Leonard Cohen. He's another one. When he was asked, are you enlightened? And he said, no, I'm just a little happier. Things are lighter, and that's enough. Which, if anyone remembers from yesterday, I talked about Dan Harris, the CBS correspondent who had an on air panic attack, which led him to meditation. And he was asked, did it cure you? He said, no, I'm about 10% happier. When you are suffering anxiety, 10% is huge. 10% is a lifesaver. It's a rope thrown to you to drag you out. I think our friend Sai might agree with that. That sometimes breath work can be that rope that we can throw to a friend. So anyway, Katie Bryan, she came to her Buddhahood through addiction. I mentioned quite a bit my own journey through addiction. This still has something to do, by the way, with Anthony Robbins and the 4 questions. Katie Bryan has 4 questions, a natural, easy means of doing self inquiry. And here's the four questions. You can do this with anything in your life that is bothering you. You can do it when you are suffering anxiety. You can do it when you're gripped by fear. Um, when you're about to cave into your addiction. Doesn't matter. Use it with any thought. Course in Miracles says that there's no hypocrisy of illusion. That even a small thought that disturbs you is as disturbing as a huge thought, because a disturbed mind is a disturbed mind is a disturbed mind. So that's why they say there's no justified resentments. A resentment is a resentment is a resentment. There's not a hypocrisy within the size. If your mind is disturbed by something small, it's as equal, it's the equivalent of something large. So we could ask ourselves these four questions, and I'll read them for you. Is it true? How often do we ever ask ourselves that question of something that we're thinking? If we're thinking of the worst thing that might happen, have we ever said, is it true? And then, of course, if we do, we might immediately say, of course it's true. I'm thinking it. But the second one is, can we absolutely know for certain that it's true? Without a doubt. Doubt's a wonderful thing. Everything becomes a possibility due to doubt. If you doubt a thought that is holding you down, now you got a little bit of room to play, a little bit of room to start thinking. If it's not true, maybe there's a way out of this. If it's not true, maybe I can relax. Maybe I can love myself through this. And then, of course, other thoughts pop up like, there's no way you can love yourself through this. Is that true? Can I know for certain that it's not true? If I've never tried it before, can I know for certain that I can't love myself through this too? Here's what I found. I can love myself through anything. At this point in my life, I can love myself through anything. Not only that, when I love myself through anything, I have a heart that is wide open to love you through anything. I don't know what fills me with more joy, the ability to love you through anything, or the ability to love myself through anything, or if there's even a difference at this point. Question number 3. How do you react when you believe this thought? Keeps us trapped. When you believe a certain thought without ever questioning it, how do you act? You act as if it's true, and it becomes your reality. It becomes your perception. Remember, A Course in Miracles says your projections make your perception, and that's the world that we live in. So how do we act when we believe we can't do anything to help starving children? How do we act when we believe that there always has to be some type of warfare, that a certain amount of crime is acceptable, that political violence is okay, that whatever? How do we act for any of that stuff? How do we act when we say it's okay to smoke? We smoke. How do we act when we see the point? Here's my favorite question, the last one, the most important one. Who would you be without that thought? Imagine that, entertaining that notion. Who would you be without that thought? Hey, Nightmare. Sorry I'm behind in the chat. Shahai says, thank you so much, Yogi, for the jacket. You're welcome, my friend. Absolutely. Substance tolerance. Yeah, for him, it came like right out of the blue. Shahai says, hello, my YouTube family. Definitely a family, my friend. We are here to help each other. We got some Jacob love. Drink addiction is not merely a physical addiction, but a manifestation of deeper psychological and spiritual imbalances. Once thinking transparent, the journey has already started. Interesting. I know that the seeds of my sobriety were planted years before sobriety happened. That for whatever reason, when I decided I'm going to meditate every day, I'm tired of playing with meditation, which I had done for quite a long time, through much of the 80s, into the early 90s. For whatever reason, about 93, I decided I'm going to meditate every day. That Not just going to play with yoga. That yoga is now my life. Um, and then things started changing without effort on my part. I never said I'm going to quit this or I'm going to quit that. It just fell out of my life. I never said I'm going to end this relationship. We just parted company. Um, and then the same happened with drinking. I never, I never got to that point where I said I'm done with this. I've told the story a lot, quite a bit, and how I came about quit drinking. I've told the story how much I drank every night, every single night, very few exceptions. And I drank for one reason: to be drunk, to annihilate myself, to literally stop being me for just a little bit. Hey, Jeremy and Cheryl, how are you, my friend? Here's a thought: it's okay to eat tacos. It is okay to eat tacos. You don't have to wait until Tuesday. You can have a taco Wednesday and you can have a taco Thursday. Tacos are like a vegan's best friend. Steppa says, Sai, the key is finding balance. The balance of an alcoholic is never to drink again. What it does, what it can do, but you don't allow the unbalance to happen. That's balance. Nice. Sniper and I have both walked that path of sobriety. So yeah, if anyone, I'm always happy to share the story if anyone thinks it would help. Hey T. Sniper says we all have addictions. We just don't call certain things addiction. Sometimes due to denial, or of course there are addictions that are positive, but we all have them. Yeah, I agree. Here's our greatest addiction. We're addicted to the illusion of who we are, and we don't even realize it's an illusion. We are addicted to a self that doesn't even exist. We are addicted to a thought system that doesn't have our best interest in heart, that in fact keeps us imprisoned. We are addicted to ego. So I says, can we string 7 days sober together? Here's every so often, someone will ask for my thoughts on that sobriety. And my answer, you know, if it's to the point where you need medical aid and treatment, then by all means get medical aid and treatment. If you need the support of a group, support of a group. Steppa says, is addiction connected to our cognitive dissonance? That's a good question. I'm going to say yes. Because who we truly are cannot be addicted to anything. A clear mind, which is what we are, cannot hold an addiction. Keith says, Nightmare, I think some people don't realize their addictions, like some women with beauty makeup, the worker who's addicted to the screen when they come home as part of their job. So I says, yes, I'm surrounded by alcohol and weed and sniff. It's everywhere here. 24 shop next door and street drinkers. This is generally what I tell people. If you, Jamie says, had a bumblebee. If you want to make a positive change in your life, if you want to quit drinking, if you want to quit smoking, whatever it is, don't start with quitting. I know that sounds weird, but I want to quit. Yes, everyone with an addiction, when it gets to that point, they want to quit, but they keep falling back and they keep falling back, and then they punish themselves, and it becomes a punishing cycle of quitting and then giving in again, and then punishing themselves and feeling so bad. The only way they know to handle that is to drink some more, and it just keeps going. Start planting the seeds to a different life. Don't worry about quit drinking yet. Start meditating. Start doing breath work 3 times a day. Start doing a yoga asana practice. Start going out for walks in nature. Start doing something creative. Make YouTube videos, paint, draw, do origami. Start sculpting. Has there been something you've ever wanted to do artistically, but you were afraid to do? Go ahead and do it. It doesn't matter if you're good. Do it for the sake of doing it. When you find that you've taken a walk outside, especially nasal breathing, especially early in the morning, for one, you're going to start planning that circadian rhythm for a better night's sleep, which leads to a better day. And being out in nature, one of my favorite topics with Squirrel Sniper and Duncan Walsh, by the way, is fractal patterns. The natural fractal patterns that are found in nature, and they're all over nature, from a blade of grass to a butterfly's wing to tip of a bird's feather. It's all fractals all the way down. It puts you in the alpha brainwave state, which is one of the lighter forms of meditation, lighter stages of meditation, but it is a stage of insight and inspiration. So you come in from your walk and you're ready to do something creative. Wake up early, do some breath work, do a short yoga asana routine. It could be sun salutation, which takes you less than 5 minutes. Get outside and walk, come in and do something creative, and you're on the path to sobriety without even knowing it. It will happen. I promise you, it will happen. Let's see. Squirrel says, hi to Bumblebee. T says, Nightmare, I don't have that addiction, but look presentable. To be fair, makeup takes a lot of energy. You're telling me. T says, Yogi, I was thinking of a few drinks tonight. I guess I wanted to escape. I've been out today, lovely day. I go to Amanda's Live instead of drinking. I will craft and moo sick moo. Craft and moo sick moo. That sounds like a good plan. It's a nice way of topping off the lovely day that you had. My cat's doing something, and I hope it has nothing to do with a mouse. We've been mouseless, and I want to stay that way. Hey, Dragon Fruit Man. What's the bad news, Dragon Fruit Man? Nightmare says, finally, Yogi's birthday. I thought it was yesterday. Actually, my parents swore that it was April 17th. What were they thinking? He says, Nightmare, who's self-confidence when you have self-hatred? What's self-confident when you have self-hatred? He says, Yogi, your makeup looks amazing. Well, thank you for saying that. You know, the key is you don't want people to know that you're wearing it. You want just enough. Play music. You gonna break out the drums? He said, to be honest, if I had not come in here, I would have had a drink. I was curious. Nightmare says, you mean I missed it? You missed it last year. Fortunately, it's coming up again. Let's see. He says, Yogi, you're aging quick all these birthdays. I am. Dragon Fruitman says, Ashley docs my phone number and my address. Wow. I'm sorry to hear that. Did you and Ashley have a misunderstanding? So I says distraction technique. It's deeper than that. Actually, you're not distracting yourself at all because you're not trying to stop anything. A distraction keeps that idea in your mind. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this. I'm not asking you to stop anything. nor to distract yourself, nor to stop thinking about anything. What you're doing in yogic terms, it's called a sankalpa. Sankalpa means intention. You're planting the intention, you're planting the seeds of a life of joyful sobriety. And joyful is key because when drinking left my life and I thought, here's what I missed. I missed going to bars. Can I be sober and still go to bars? And the answer was yes, but why? It was no fun. So I thought, I'll go to meetings. I don't feel that I need them. If you do, like I said, I'm all for it. But I didn't feel like I needed them. But I missed that social aspect. So I went to meetings and I found that there were people who were sober for 20 years, 30 years, 40 years, who were just as miserable, just in a different way when they were drinking. They were still tied to their addiction. Now, I'm glad that they were sober because I'm sure that life was still so much better. But I wanted to be free. I wanted to be free of that addiction because I already was. I didn't want to feel like I was still tied to it. All the stuff that I had been doing before, all the yoga, all the meditation was opening me up for a brand new life I didn't even know that I wanted. That's when it became that joyful sobriety. So even when I felt really excluded, I found myself writing, and I wrote my first book um, in a fit of creative sobriety, where it all just came out. And I'd always wanted to be a writer, and I would write in streaks, a couple weeks, a couple months, a couple days, and then go long stretches, sometimes a year without writing. And then I would punish myself. What kind of writer doesn't write? The answer to that is one who doesn't really want to be a writer. Poser. But when my meditation practice deepened and then alcohol left my life, everything, and I started writing every day and I haven't stopped. And it's been 26 years of daily writing without missing a day. Yep. Ashley Rayliff. That's surprising. Dragon, you guys are good friends. I hope you can talk. I hope you can talk to her and find out what's going on. So it says it's a coping strategy I used to get through another day with water only. Oh, coping strategy I use to get through another day with only water. Got you. Oh, Nightmare says I was gifted a membership on Specs channel earlier. Nice. Specs is the place to be, guys. He says Yogi, it's 7:30 p.m. I get kicked out the accommodation, so forced to behave. Sorry, guys. My desktop is running slow. Here we go. So apologies, guys. Man, it says sexy, sexy yogi, sexy, sexy yogi, sexy, sexy yogi, moo, moo, moo. I hope Jace doesn't add that line into the song. Amanda says, so everyone I missed. Amanda, how are you? He says, Simon, my mental health team made me distract 24/7 for a few years. Every waking moment was around distraction. Took huge struggles and adjustments to it, distracted, and just sit quietly. Amanda says, I'm actually home, not feeling good, so not saying a lot right now. That's okay. Just, sit in, hang out with us. Sorry, my friends. That's an ad coming up on my page. Never says the key is to not fight your demons. To fight them is to acknowledge that they have exist and they don't exist. It's all mindset. By the way, I copied the word for word from our friend Jamie. Nonetheless, it's true. I would agree. This is what it's meant by, there's no hierarchy of illusion. An illusion is an illusion is an illusion. An addiction can only take place through the course of the ego. The ego is a fabrication. It's a navigational system that has gained a sense of a wish to be autonomous. Actually, at home, not feeling so. I read that. Sorry, Amanda. He says, I have chronic fatigue syndrome and need to sit quietly. A lot of positive things from sitting quietly. You ever read the quote by Kafka? All you need to do is sit. I can read that if anyone wants. You guys know how I love reading quotes. Praveen gives us the okay sign and a thumbs up. Thank you, my friend. So I says, stay strong, Bumble. Oops, hey, T, did you take your supplement? I forgot to take mine. Stepper says, Dragon Fruit Man, what's her channel name? I think it's the Ashley. I think it's the same. Her channel is the same as her name. Venice says, B, write down your email on one of my videos. I don't know where I put your email. T says, Dragon, you can record it for that. Let's see, man. It says, I almost got 25, so B won the bet. Nightmare says, you love reading books, Yogi? I had no idea. You know what? I try to hide it. I don't like to put it out there. I don't want people to know that, there's an intellectual side to Yogi. Well, it says, happy day after birthday. I missed it too. Nightmare is such a troublemaker. And he does it with a smile on his face. What's up, Dan? Dan, how was the rest of your workout? And how's your computer? Praveen says, bye-bye, sir. I need to go. Bye to all. Have a good night. Well, for you, it's not night. Take care, Praveen. I believe it's morning for you, right? Stephen says, have a great Friday, Praveen. Let me take my supplements. Sai says, International Book Day today. I didn't know that. Sexy, sexy squirrel. Amanda says she hasn't gotten sick in over 10 years. That's a pretty good streak. All right, I'm going to read Franz Kafka. This is Kafka on meditation. You do not need to leave your room. Remain sitting at your table and listen. Do not even listen. Simply wait. Be still, quiet, solitary. The world will freely offer itself to you to be unmasked. It has no choice. It will roll in ecstasy at your feet. Just sit. After all, we are human beings. We're not human doings. Who's getting birthday spankings? Michael says, "Hey, you sorry, I'm late. I was posting a new horror song. Hey, I forwarded to Goga your email. He says, Yogi, thanks for reminding me of the supplements. You're welcome, T. Whose birthday are we celebrating? Michael says, thank you, Yogi. You're welcome. Amanda says, Yogi? Yes. We are not celebrating my birthday. If we're celebrating anything, we are celebrating the most successful prank on the history of my channel as offered by Nightmare. And you know what? On my actual birthday, he probably won't even come in. We'll be like, oh, I forgot. It's your birthday. So let's read this one more time, guys. This is pretty big. You do not need to leave your room. Remain sitting at your table and listen. Do not even listen. Simply wait. Be quiet, still, and solitary. The world will freely offer itself to you to be unmasked. It has no choice. It will roll in ecstasy at your feet. I think it was Pascal who said that all of man's misery stems from his inability to sit alone in a room. Meaning, when you sit alone in a room, you're confronted with the actuality of who you are. He says, sorry, Yogi, I'm cracking up here. Michael says, I had no idea how to get hold of him, so I figured that you were the right guy to send it to him. Yep, mission accomplished. Nightmare, so he's so proud of himself. Bullet says, still going to party like it's everyone's birthday. There you go. That's how to do it. Bennett says, I can't ever forget Spank and Yogi. Bennett says, me too. He says, Nightmare, you like a good joke, positive mental attitude. Nightmare is an awesome person. Zipper says, all the emotions you will find in an empty room, Eric. Yes. Exactly. Who wants to be left alone with that? So we stay busy. We keep doing stuff. We distract ourselves. Busyness of life. This brings us back to what I was talking about before. An illusion is an illusion is an illusion. We keep looking for one more meditation technique. I spent years doing that. One more, the right yoga asana, and it's gonna unleash my kundalini. One more, whatever. This is the path that's going to lead me to enlightenment. It's only when I just stopped and said, you know what, I'm just going to sit and meditate. This is my path. I'm just going to do some yoga because I like it. That I'm going to do a Course in Miracles, not for the sake of enlightenment, although that's the end result, for the sake of being kind, because it feels good to be kind. That I want to live a love realized life. How do you do that? Practice give and love. It's all so easy, and yet we complicate it. He says, you think about all the emotions people have had from that one joke. They've been like 90% positive and healing. This is true. Nightmare says, thanks, my friend. Just some harmless fun. Amanda says, hey, Yogi, have I said today I love you? Just now. I appreciate it. Thank you. Hey, we always appreciate T. Think of our friend Mr. Poopinator. He came in for months at a time saying, and he would say the same thing, fart for me, bro. He's become a great friend of the channel. And I love reoccurring jokes. You know what I mean? That like they slide in. Michael says it could be worse. Secretly talking to a brick wall. Been there. T says, Nightmare. I love it. Humor, it's good for the soul. Yes, it is. Zipper says, curiosity, boredom, frustration, anger, fear, overcoming fear, love. Yes. In the end. In the end. Nicely said, Sucker. Neighbor says, let's laugh your problems away, T. There you go. Mana says, I love you more. Oh, you think so, do you? Does that mean you're challenging me to a love off? Foreman says, had Runner come into my live. Did a bit sandbag work earlier? Oh, wow. Nice. I'm sorry, I missed that. He says, Nightmare cool. Got enough subs to go live. You could have a live birthday party for Yogi every day. He would have to do it every day. Hey, Dan, you get your computer stuff worked out? He says, hey, Dan. Nightmare says, did you ever fart for him, Yogi? I tried. I kept trying. But you know what? Performance anxiety. I couldn't do it. It's been a little while since he's come in here. Hopefully it's actually been a couple months. Hopefully he still lurks. Mana says, sorry, I ended my live early this morning, Yogi. That's okay, Mana. You gotta, do what you need to do to take care of yourself. Dan says, Boma, how are you? Michael says, here's link to my season 1 finale. 21 episodes, guys, in the books for Michael. Untold that you wanted me to drop earlier. Guys, it's happening tomorrow. What time again? Let me hit the... Just give me a second, guys. So what's the time going to be, Michael? T says, Dan doing better than my emergency to hospital with chest pains. T says, Yogi, please forgive me. Love you. Thank you. Sorry, you taught me that. Ho'oponopono. Makes a huge difference. It's a way of, it actually translates to literally forgiveness of setting things. It literally means setting things right. Minna says, yes, sweet, sweet, a love off. Let's go. I think I need to prepare for it. I need to train for it. Michael says I would have done it then, but I was working on a thumbnail. Gotcha. Nightmare says he tried. Yeah, I scrunched my face up and pumped my arm. I couldn't bring myself. He says, and was stressed and affected my heart somewhat. Thank you. Oh, Foreman says that's good to hear, Bumblebee. Sending prayers. Amanda says, B, never say sorry. Depends on how and why you're saying it. Through Ho'oponopono, remember, everything is rephrased. If you hear me say, talk about forgiveness, if you hear me talk about saying, sorry, please forgive me, thank you, I love you, it's not the same as what you might be thinking. Totally different. It's from a different perspective. So I always ask people to look at it from that different perspective. And when you see everything as a participatory universe, and that anything that is occurring is it occurring within your awareness, then It means to set things right again. You are saying, I'm sorry. You're not saying I did something wrong. You're saying that because this is occurring within my consciousness, because I'm aware of it, I'm a direct participant in it, which means I can have an effect on it. I can set things right. I'm sorry. Please forgive me for whatever it is that is occurring in my consciousness that might be harmful for someone or someone. Or can I set this right? Or can I bring about a positive consequence that I haven't done yet because I didn't recognize my own interconnectedness? Please forgive me. Thank you. Because I have this ability to affect consciousness itself because it's not separate from me. And I love you because love is the very essence of the entirety. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. 3,000-year-old Huna Hawaiian shamanism tradition. Let's see. $1 billion syndrome. Duncan Walsh says, "Hey Eric, hey Duncan, how are you?" Duncan says, "Yeah, I'm waiting on the new Windows, how to order, plus side to learn how to bypass BIOS passwords." Yeah, man, I know how frustrated you were. I called Michael Milka. Did I? Huh. Well, it's because they look so much alike. Let's see. Nightmare, did he catch it? Nightmare says stress is so bad for the body. I know it's hard, T. I don't like to state the obvious, but you should really try to relax more. Bennett says, off my ass off now and picture me kneeling in front of Yogi. I don't know how to take that. I'm trying to figure out how to take that because I don't like the thought of you laughing. I mean, I like you being happy and joyous. Let's see. Amanda says it's squirrel's fault. This time, Yogi, I was being good. Let's see. I know I missed something. Nightmare says, well, yeah, Nightmare and Night Watcher. That's an easy mistake to make. Michael says, I've been called worse. Trust me. Are you sure I said Mocha and because I was talking fast, that it came out? I'm going to have to rewatch it. Amanda says, I subbed $1 billion. Oh, reply to email with a code. Gotcha. Tomorrow is workout day. So I want to make sure that I put your link with a code in my description box. Thank you for those suggestions. So guys, $1 billion syndrome, Duncan Walsh. Duncan Walsh, the newest member of the 150 Navy SEALs in 20 minutes. If you guys don't know how that tough it is, give it a try. If you want to know how tough it is when you're 58 years old, then wait probably 2 or 3 decades, and then you'll find out. It's no easy feat. Trust me, because I was trying to break out of the 120s in 20 minutes, and I could not do it. Anyway, Duncan is not only a professional athlete and one of the top burpee practitioners in the game, he is a top trainer. And he has a very unique body weight only, scalable fitness program that he is offering to anyone. You can visit his website, click on his link, and go visit. And there'll be a discount code that you guys can use. And again, it's scalable. You start where you start. Don't need any equipment. You just need to follow along with what Duncan suggests. Duncan's been a longtime friend, me and my channel. Him and Eric Lapointe were essential in helping me, bringing me around to see the benefits of doing a members channel. He says, Nightmare, I know I'm either Toy Pups or I'm Cat, or at least he calls me, at least he calls me female. I think it's because I'm going so fast in the conversation. Who knows why? Let's see. Michael says trying to get this PC going, maybe start making music for lives and videos. That would be awesome, Dan. Let's see. Chris was saying hi to everyone. Thank you. Michael says, I think they're messing with you, Yogi. It sounded like Michael to me. Michael's got my back. This time I almost did say Mocha. Cypher says Yogi puts on his Sherlock Holmes and gets piped out to find amazing Amanda comment. I was looking for it. She says, man, I think you're rent free in Yogi's head. Bless him. Actually, no one ever rents a space in my head. I don't even rent a space in my head. And these 40% of the time, I don't rent a space in my head. There's that I'm 40% Eric free. It's an enjoyable 40%. And you know what? Having that 40% allows me that spaciousness, allows me to welcome little egoic Eric into the circle. And again, the love the ego, not battle the ego, not fight the ego. To paraphrase Nightmare, who was paraphrasing, actually, I think he said word for word, Jamie, don't fight your demons. The suggestion, though, is to love your demons. Love is the ability to see through illusion. It's the nature of forgiveness. You see through the illusion that you can be hurt, that you are vulnerable. Yes, form, the body. That can hurt, that can suffer. But are you just the body? Are you merely a body? Or are you the ultimate spaciousness that allows the body to appear? Spaciousness, awareness, synonymous with love, which is synonymous with God. Are you an appearance in God's mind? Never separate. Are you a wave cresting from the ocean? Never separate from the ocean itself? If you can be that for just an instant, recognizing that for just an instant, then you never rent a room out to anyone ever again, including yourself. Sorry, had to say hi to my cat. Nightmare says, hey, Ninja, good to see you. It is always good to see Chris. Let's see. T says, Nightmare, I was thinking Eric LP2. We have a similar work way of thinking. Michael says, of course, I always got you back, Yogi. Thank you, Michael. T says, Runner Boy, you're going to become a Forester lumberjack. I immediately started thinking the Monty Python song. I'm a lumberjack, and that's okay. Anyone know where I'm going with that? He says it was Michael then. What's up, Runner Boy? Let's see. Amanda says, Yoga, it's bra day. Remember, you got to wear a bra. I don't know where I would get one. Sniper's offering some advice to Runner Boy, which, by the way, Runner Boy, you have a valuable resource in Sniper. Bennett says, oh, yeah, I love your ego. It's okay. As far as egos go. He says, Yoga, I was thinking of the Lumberjack song too. Nightmare says Yogi wearing a bra might break the internet. It might break something. I don't know if it would be the internet though. I could guarantee you that it would never happen. Amanda says I'd pay to see it. I don't believe there's enough money in the world. Hey, Wingo Dingo, how are you? Oh, we're back. Oh, we're so back. How back are you? Wingo Dingo? Just looking at your channel, 165 subscribers. Well done, my friend. Runner Boy, Sniper says, Runner Boy, make sure your boots are done up properly, not wrapped around and open at the top. Examiners will throw you for that. Nice. Don't free the hippo yogi. Don't free or don't fear. Amanda says yes, free them. Well, they're already free. They're not bound by anything. If I were to take your suggestion and put on a bra, then I would be going against your advice. Ringo Dingo says, I want to be here more and contribute, and I will. Much appreciated. Oh, the interview went well. When are you going to hear from them? Do you know? Did they say like in a day or two? Let's see. T says, my dad once borrowed my mom's bra for a dress up competition. The compare loved his wobbly tennis balls. Not sure I want to go down that road. Marie says, sorry I'm late. That's okay, Marie. Appreciate that you're here. Nightmare says, T, that's hilarious. Bennett says, okay, no bra. Then we just want to see your shirt off again. Probably Sunday with Jace. If Jace's neck is bothering him a bit, and I have a slight strain in my upper hamstring. Gonna see how tomorrow's workout goes. So might take I'll still do some type of workout, but I'm not sure if it's like live streamable. Maria's just eating sunflower seeds. Sunflower seeds are really good for you. So in just a minute or two, guys, we're gonna wrap things up. Thanks for hanging out with me. Very much appreciated. Amanda says, sorry, guys, squirrel made me mad. I can't imagine our friend Squirrel Sniper doing such a thing. Monday is callback with the yes or no. Thanks for asking. Awesome. Make sure you stop in Monday when you find out. Name says it took a day off due to my shoulder. Hopefully it's back to normal tomorrow. Reminds me, I need to either make a video for you or find the old one. He says, Runner Boy didn't show off. You can lift the biggest tree. No examiner like a cocky one. Let's see. How are they good for you? They are a good source of minerals. They're a good source of fiber. They're high in protein. Although pumpkin seeds are even better. They're a good source of, I believe, omega-3s, but I could be mistaken. It could be omega-6s or omega-9s, but I think omega-3s, which is an essential fatty acid. And it says, thank you, Yogi. You're sexy ass hell. Runner Boy says, laughing T, I'm not going to put in effort like that where it's not needed. Wingo Dingo says, well, have a good one, everyone. Till next time. Take care, my friend. I'll be thinking of you through the weekend, sending prayers your way. Marie says, well, interesting. Yep. So the essential fatty acids Good for the skin, good for the hair, good for the eyes, very good for the heart and cardiovascular system. She says, "Sorry, Yogi, Amanda influenced the naughty side of me. She's responsible for me for my behavior. Sorry, Yogi. I don't know. Maybe it's the other way around. Maybe it's T, who has been a bad influence on Amanda the entire time." Marie says, "I have 6 bags of sunflower seeds and I'm gonna eat them all. Take your time. Hey, Archie, how are you?" The like is done from Archie. Much appreciated, my friend. Zipper says, "Never cut when anyone is within 2.5 meters from you. The climbing top handle chainsaw are not to be used on the ground, only ground saw. When sharpening chain, tighten slightly and get the gullet." Archie says, "Same to you, brother. I'm live too." So, guys, we're going to wrap things up. Let's go hang out with Archie. Kat, are you going live? I think T might have asked you if you're going live tonight. Kat says, "Not a weird, Yogi. Not a weird for you. To you, my friend. Sorry." Archie says, "Hey, all." Runner Boy says, "Me, all 6 bags in one go." Hey, Bob. Bob, how are you? Bob says, "Hey, Yogi. Hey, chat. Checking in from work." Thank you, Bob. Much appreciated, my friend. Marie says, "Yes, all in one go." Nightmare says, "Thanks for stream as always." Sorry, good night, everyone. Good night to you, Nightmare. Amanda says, "Love you, Archie." Archie's a lovable guy. Cena says, "Slow and belated. Good morning, Yogi Eric." Good morning to you. Archie is back to his live. Thanks for coming in, Archie. That was an awesome thing to do. She says, "Nightmare, great to chat with you. Keep up the humor." Marie says, "See you, Yogi." See you, Marie. Thanks for coming in. Let's see. Selena says, "Oh, looking handsome in the blue today." Eric, thank you. I am wearing blue. I had to check. This is Montgomery Community College, which is where Mocha is finishing off her associate's degree in American Sign Language and photography. Kat says yes. So Kat's going live, guys. Hang out with Kat. I did manage to pop in and say hi. Was it last night or the night before? I don't remember. Couldn't stay because I was on my way to bed, but I do like watching later. Cena says, "Zafin, Amanda, hello. Gorgeous. I'm naughty. I'm so late. I missed Derek. It's okay. I'll be back again tomorrow morning." Amanda says, "You didn't miss him. That sexy ass man right in front of your beautiful eyes." He says, "Yogi Yogi, how is Flower a night watcher these days?" It's been a little bit since I've seen Flower. She's overdue for a visit. Night Watcher, it's been maybe a week since he's come in. They're all busy. School. Let's see. Amanda says, "Selena, we need to make him blush more." I am unblushable. Many have tried. It can't be done. T says, "Runner boy, okay. Thought he might be able to support you more with tips." Michael says, Bumblebee, it said, Runner boy. Did I get that mixed up? It's not my fault. It's the chat on my live stream. Well, Brian Lane just completed the Holy Grail, 1,000 reps on a spur of the moment. That's awesome, Brian. Did you do a live stream? Michael says, "My new horror song was written to the point of view of how a vampire must feel." That's awesome. Michael, I mentioned before, you are on a creative streak. Well done. Jesus, how's Night Watcher doing these days? He's doing good. It's fun to watch him grow. You know, becoming more and more of I don't know, the mature night watcher. Tina says, "Mana, you make me laugh so hard." And yes, I swear, Yogi, uh, very hard. Glad no one can see me watch it. I don't know what to say to that. That one did. That one did leave me speechless. And especially hearing from Runaway, Yogi, you kind of cute today. That really makes me blush. Because I'll be honest, I've been waiting to hear that for a year. I never thought it was going to happen, and finally, my cuteness is acknowledged by Runaway. Thank you, my friend. Please say hello, and I miss her when Flower visits. I will. Hopefully, she'll be here. Wow, 1 hour 46 minutes. That's fast, guys. 1,000 reps in 1 hour and 46 minutes. How'd you feel, Brian? Zephyr says, Runaway, you know how to get me. I've not missed a day yet. Not missed a day here yet. This is true. That's a pretty phenomenal streak, guys. Swirl Sniper hasn't missed a day of me live streaming. Brian says, hope everyone has a blessed day. I'm looking forward to seeing how you feel tomorrow, Brian. Michael says, thanks. I make the music and the lyrics and the videos myself, but no strikes. Excellent. That's the amazing thing, that Michael was hit with some issues with what he was doing, didn't get frustrated. He just kept diving in and finding out ways to do it better, more efficiently, more effectively. I mean, it says, you got to have speechless, Selena. Freaking awesome job. I admit that I was left speechless with that one. Runner Boy says, Yogi, gonna make me act out. That's the plan, Runner Boy. Gold medal to Selena. Michael says, well, clearly no one said that. Sure brings out the eyes. This is true. Runner Boy says, oh, not elaborate. Mystery Sheriff brings out more than that. Game over. Brian says it felt a little chilly because the wind was picking up. But could have got going probably. Wow. It's amazing, Brian. He says, Runner Boy, I think Dig and Eat Down loves you flirting with him. I don't know what to say to that either. I don't mind anything. Or if I do, I don't mind it for long. Mana says, yes, he does. Lena says, man, I think you're rubbing off on me. It's not hard to compliment Yogi Eric. I find myself seeking him out every dang day. Such language, every dang day. Michael says, I owe a lot that from James, aka Grumpy Sapper. He showed me the ropes. Yeah, but I remember you seeking him out, you know? He says, Michael, it's the eyes. The eyes. Just trying to wake up the inner demon. Nobody really. CS says, Woo? Did you say that in a Ric Flair voice? Man, it's say my sexy nobody. Daily reminder to drink water. Absolutely. He says, looking at my eyes, not around the eyes, and under my spell. Bennett says, we have fun with Yogi now. Nobody really says, who's Yogi? That's a good question. I've asked that for decades now. Simpa says, like I said, someone else yesterday, the evening I was down and flicking through the live streams, I came across Eric, and my life leveled up another notch that day. Wow. Man, all I can say to that sniper is I honestly can say my live streams would not be what they are without you. Much appreciated. Your friendship, your moderating, and your presence here, appreciated every day. Amanda says, Yogi the man talking. It's boy, brother boy, it's getting I'm gonna use the R word, rambunctious. Yogi don't mind anything, so you want to try the back door. Man, talking about Amanda rubbing off on people. When Runner Boy first came here, he was shy, he mumbled, he wouldn't even look up. And now look at the bold talk from Runner Boy. Amanda says everyone knows I love the back door. Cena says, scroll Sniper, exactly. There's a reason why we all keep coming back here, and it's Yogi Eric. I'm gonna say it's all of us, it's community that we have, guys. She says, Runner Boy, you scored, I think. Runner Boy is getting excited. Yogi, I bring it out of people. I can tell you, you certainly do. All right. With that, Amanda says, I love it, Runner Boy. With that, guys, we're going to wrap things up. Thanks for coming in and hanging out with me. Big shout out for Maddie for the super chat. Much appreciated. I will be live tomorrow. Carl says, good night, everyone. Good night, Carl. Thanks for coming in. 5 o'clock, I'll be live. Come on by and hang out if you want. If you got nothing to do. Semper says, night, Carl. Amanda says, I love you all. Love you too, Amanda. Semper says, done to Bumblebee Tea. And again, guys, thank you so much. I look forward to seeing you sometime tomorrow. I'll be live at the regular times. Take care, guys. Cena says, thank you so much, Eric. You're the best. Thank you. As are you, my friend. Pop in Cast Live. I will pop in Cast Live. I want to pop in and say goodnight to everyone. So thanks, guys. I'm going to see you all later. Take care, my friends.